Going back to the FASTA.io file that we can open again from the directory, there is that we can use to demonstrate how testing code works. So there is a way to know if a module has been launched standalone on the command line or if it has been imported. And if the module is being launched standalone as opposed to imported, then there is a variable underscore underscore name underscore underscore that is set by main by the compiler. So checking the value of this variable is enough to know whether you've been launched standalone. So in this simple example, here is some test code that we may use to check out the read function. Now this is a very silly function that just returns the same string every time. It's slightly easier to test than the read FASTA function because it does not assume that we actually have a file there with the protein. So this works even if you've only downloaded this single file to your local machine. As you see, the test code checks whether the call to read would return the appropriate value, which is, amino acid sequence. And if this is not the case, it will just print an error message, and otherwise it will print test passed. So we said this code is going to run only when we actually call the module as a standalone program, and I'm going to show you how that is done. We just have to open a terminal, and inside the terminal, well, if we're not in the correct directory, we need to go down to the correct directory, and here we have this module file fastio.py. There it is. So we can try to call that as a standalone program by writing python fastio.py, and you see the test code runs and tells us that the test is passed. Conversely, as we have seen, when we import the code, the module, by typing import fastio, no test code is run. We can still obviously use all the functions that are inside, so fastio.read, a non-existing file anyway. That function doesn't do anything special, we just return amino acid sequence.